You could invest $500 every month for the next 20 years and quietly build nearly $300,000. And the crazy part? You probably don't need to become a genius. You don't need to predict the next Apple. You don't need to stare at charts at 2 a.m. You just need to do one painfully boring thing. Keep showing up. Because here's the problem. $500 doesn't feel powerful. You get paid. Bills attack. Rent takes a bite. Food takes another. Transport, family, subscriptions, random emergencies you absolutely did not order. And after all that, you look at the $500 and think, what's the point? Honestly, that's how people lose decades. Not because they're lazy, not because they're stupid, because they're waiting for a number that feels big enough to matter. $500 doesn't feel like wealth. $5,000 feels better. $50,000 feels serious. But wealth doesn't usually begin with a giant pile. It begins with a boring habit that looks almost pointless at first. And that's where the psychology gets interesting. Your brain is obsessed with immediate rewards. Spend $500 today, you feel something immediately. Invest $500 today, you feel nothing. No applause, no new car, no dramatic transformation, just a number sitting inside an account. That's why investing requires something that has nothing to do with intelligence. You have to care about a version of yourself that doesn't exist yet. Think about that. Every time you invest, you're basically saying, future me matters. Future me deserves options. Future me shouldn't have to panic every time something breaks. Future me should be able to say no to a terrible job. That's what you're actually buying, not a number on a screen. Freedom. Now let's do the brutal math. Let's assume you invest $500 every month for 20 years. That's 240 monthly investments. Your own money going in would be exactly $120,000. Now let's use an example. Annual return of 8% compounded monthly, not guaranteed. Just a reasonable illustration of what compounding can look like over a long period. After 20 years, your account could grow to roughly $294,500. Read that again. You put in $120,000 time and compounding, potentially add another $174,500 or so. That's money your future self didn't have to earn hour by hour. That's the whole point of compounding. At first, it looks stupidly small. Then it gets bigger. Then the bigger snowball starts helping create an even bigger snowball. Your money starts making money, and this is where people make a massive mistake. They look at the first year and say, this isn't working, so they stop. But compounding isn't designed to impress you in year one. It's designed to reward you for staying alive long enough to see what happens. Let's say you invest for 5 years, then stop. You might feel proud because you did something, but imagine what happens when you keep going for 20. That's the uncomfortable truth. Time matters more than your ability to look clever. And here's the part that hits harder. That $500 isn't really $500. It's hours of your life. Maybe it's overtime. Maybe it's a weekend shift. Maybe it's the money left after groceries. So when you invest $500, you're not just moving money, you're moving pieces of your present life into your future. That's why money gets emotional, because every financial decision is secretly a decision about your life. And look, I'm not going to pretend $500 a month is easy for everyone. If you're barely covering rent and food, somebody telling you to just invest $500 is not financial wisdom. It's nonsense. Your first goal may simply be getting stable. Build an emergency buffer. Get expensive debt under control. Increase your income where you can. Then start with what you can actually sustain. Maybe it's $100, maybe it's $200, and eventually maybe it's $500. The goal isn't to impress the internet, it's to build a habit your life can survive, because there's another trap nobody talks about. You get a raise, salary, so your lifestyle rises, you make more, and you spend more, and somehow, after 5 years, you're earning twice as much. and still saying, I don't have enough. That's not always an income problem. Sometimes it's a lifestyle problem. So when your income increases, don't give every extra dollar a job buying something new. Give some of it to the person you're becoming. Now, what if $500 a month sounds impossible? Don't start with $500. Start with the amount you can repeat without hating your life. Set it up automatically. The day after payday is often better than the end of the month, because if you wait until the end of the month to see what's left, there's usually nothing left. Not because you're irresponsible, because money expands to fill the space you give it. So reverse the order. Income comes in. Small percentage goes toward your future. Then you live on what's left. And yes, there will be months when you can't do it. You might have a medical bill, your car might break, your family might need help, life will interrupt your spreadsheet. That's normal. The goal isn't perfection, it's returning to the habit. Miss 1 month? Fine. Don't turn 1 missed month into 5 missed years. That's the real danger. Not that you missed $500 once. It's that you convince yourself you'll start when life finally becomes perfect. Let me tell you something uncomfortable. Life probably isn't going to become dramatically cheaper. There will always be something. So the question isn't, can I afford to invest? The better question is, what can I afford to consistently send into my future? Yes, maybe that's $500, maybe it's $50. The number matters, but the habit matters too. Because 20 years from now, there will be 2 versions of you. One says, I wish I had started. The other says, I'm glad I did. Neither one can go back. That's the brutal part. Time doesn't negotiate. You can recover money, you can get another job, you can increase your income, but you can't buy back the 20 years you didn't invest. So if you're watching this thinking, I'm already behind, stop beating yourself up. You're not late because you didn't start at 18. You're only losing another year if you keep waiting. Start with what you can. Make it automatic. Increase it when your income increases, and give compounding something most people never give it. Time, because $500 today doesn't look like freedom, but $500 repeated for 20 years can become something very different. It can become fewer desperate decisions, more choices, more breathing room, maybe an earlier retirement, maybe a business you finally have the courage to start, maybe simply the ability to say, no, I can't do that, without your entire life falling apart. That's what the $500 was really buying. Not a Lamborghini, not some fantasy millionaire lifestyle. Options, time, freedom. So start where you are. Use the amount you can actually sustain. And if one day that amount becomes $500 a month, remember that you're not just investing money, you're sending a message to your future self. I didn't know exactly what life would look like in Dubai. I didn't have everything figured out, but I decided you were worth preparing for. And honestly, that might be one of the best things you can give yourself. 20 years from now, you won't care that the first $500 looked small. You'll care that you started.